Welcome friends to yet another video, and today I was feeling pretty festive, so I took out my somewhat Christmas sweater. We are less than 3 weeks away to Christmas, and that is crazy to me, probably crazy to you guys too, how time just flies by so quickly. As we're approaching the season of giving, I thought, what better video to make than a recommendation for what fragrance you could buy your friend, right? Because I'm sure many of us have a lot of friends that still aren't really in the fragrance game. I mean, once you're in it, you know what I mean? Like, you're addicted, your collection is growing at unprecedented speeds. But for our friends that maybe aren't so inclined to fragrances and we just want to share this passion with them, decided to come up with a small list. I've got 3 fragrances here that could be potential gifts for your friend. And now what's worth keeping in mind here is that when you're gift giving, and this is for general friends, right? Like if you have a really close friend and you know his taste exactly and you know what he likes, what notes he likes, you know, if he likes them darker, fresher, if he likes winter scents, summer scents, then by all means go for it and pick something very like curated for him. However, if this is a friend that, you know, you've never really discussed fragrances with him before and you just want to get him a gift, really nice gift, it's worth keeping in mind that it's best to play it safe. I know we love creativity in fragrances. We like fragrances that offer a different kind of perspective. We appreciate the art. You know, we appreciate fragrances that bring in new notes or blend different notes together and then give us a really nice, unique smell. However, for the majority of people, I feel like playing it safe is the best option. And heading into this list of 3 fragrances, I just wanted to let you guys know, meant to be safe options, which in the end will make a very good gift for any of your friends. So let's head into the list right now. Starting off with my number 1 recommendation, and that is YSL EDP. Now, I know, again, it's very basic. There's a lot more challenging fragrances out there. There's a lot more unique fragrances out there. But I feel like what you're getting in this is the best of both worlds. You get a Sauvage type DNA while not being Sauvage. And still getting that projection, still getting the longevity. This has been climbing up the ranks recently. It used to be just Dior Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel, and they were battling it with themselves. But recently, YSL EDP has been putting up a big fight, and it's been getting a lot of attraction, a lot of attention. So this is number 1 on the list. It's a great all-rounder. When you're given a gift, you want them to be able to use it for any occasion. And that's why for my number 1 pick, it's YSL EDP. All right, let's head into the second one. And now, this may be very obvious, but it is Dior Sauvage EDT. And the reason I'm including it in this list is because I don't think it's irrelevant. Yes, it's been talked about a lot. Yes, everyone has it, but that just adds to the fragrance. Like if you give someone who's not into fragrances a Dior Sauvage as a gift, they'll be so appreciative. This is recognized worldwide. If you give them YSL EDP, some people might know it, some people might not. As I said, it is getting pretty popular, but still not on the level of Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage, at least in Canada, in Canadian currency, is still running around like $200. So I'm assuming in the States, that's like $150, $160. That's without discounts. And I haven't really looked at discounters, but I'm assuming you're not getting huge discounts on Dior. But anyways, yes, second option, very basic, but any man who gets this in his collection will be very appreciative. And even if he has it, can just use it as a backup bottle. This stuff will be relevant even 10 years from now. Okay, now that we got the 2 blue fragrances out of the way, we can kind of pick a fragrance that's a little bit more exciting, can I say? It's pushing the limits a little bit, but it's still very safe. It's still mass appealing. It just doesn't have that blue DNA. like these two do. So with that in mind, my third and final recommendation for a Christmas gift is Armani Code Parfum. And I gotta say, this is a very, very elegant fragrance. When I first smelled this and I sprayed it on my arm, the first thing that comes to mind is someone in a black suit going to like a black tie event. It's just very elegant. It's very posh. It's still, I'd say this is like a cousin to the blue fragrance genre. Like you can still wear this any time of the year, night or day. Projection and longevity is still great. It's not beast mode, but it still gets the job done. 75 milliliters. I actually got this in a gift set. 75 milliliters, I think, plus a 10 milliliter bottle. So around 85 milliliters for, I believe it was 150 Canadian. That turns out to be like 108 USD. And then if you get it discounted, you can get it even cheaper. So this is just an amazing scent, very safe, but it is different. And just the bottle design too. I mean, Dior Sauvage, it's a nice bottle design. I kind of got used to it though. Not the best. YSL EDP, a step up in bottle design in my opinion. But this is just on another level. It's classy, it's elegant, sophisticated, it's small, it's very, very simple, but there's a certain class to it. And the scent too. I gotta give myself some sprays here. Where is this sprayer? Let it air out a bit. Yeah, man, this is just what I'm talking about. This is definitely has to be included in the list, has to be a recommendation. And so this is in the number 3 spot, Armani Code Parfum. I realize I haven't really gone over any notes in this video. And for the first two, I didn't really find it relevant because we all know how Dior Sauvage smells like. Doesn't matter what's in here. We probably heard it a million times anyways. It just smells good. For YSL EDP, the note that everyone keeps talking about, and I got it over here, it's got ginger and apple. And then it's also got sage in the middle note. So that's kind of what sets it apart. Still very safe, but again, it's dabbling, it's testing the limits, it's trying different ingredients, it's seeing what works. And this combination works for YSL EDP. And now for the final option, Armani Code Parfum. This is probably the most interesting because it has iris and it's a masked iris, kind of masked. It's not very strong, it's not very prominent, at least to my nose, but it is there. And I think that's what makes this fragrance so great and so sophisticated and posh, because it is a little bit delicate in a sense. Like when you go to a black tie event, for watches example, you're not meant to wear a very big and chunky watch. You wear a small, elegant timepiece, very simple, but sophisticated. And I feel like this follows that vibe very, very well. And I think that's mainly due to the iris in here. Top notes, bergamot, which all these all fragrances, 1, 2, and 3, all have bergamot. For that main reason, these are very, very safe and you can't go wrong with them. But again, what's more interesting about this one, it's got iris, clary sage, and then tonka bean in the base note. And I mean, that's just a staple for almost like any Armani Code fragrance. And that's why I'm such a huge fan. I've got a few more that I'll probably show in a different video. But Armani Code Parfum, the most interesting out of these three. And for that reason, my personal opinion is I would gift this to someone if they weren't in fragrances at all. This would be my recommendation, because sooner or later they will end up picking up a blue fragrance themselves, you know. But if I could recommend a fragrance to give someone, it'd be Armani Code Parfum. Now, the reason why YSL was number 1 on my list is because the way I ranked the list, it's a blend of creativeness, but also mass appeal. And for that reason, I put YSL EDP number 1. I just feel like it smells a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more manly, if I can say it. So that's why this was number 1. Number 2 doesn't deserve to be number 1 or number 3. It's kind of in the middle. We all know it. It's a safe option. Great gift for Christmas. But my personal choice would be to gift Armani Code Parfum. But regardless of which one you end up gifting, there's a bunch of other options on the market as well. You're not only limited to these if you're looking to give someone a gift. But these, in my opinion, are the 3 perfect fragrances to gift someone this upcoming Christmas season. And if you have any more recommendations of yourself that you think, oh, this one would be great, feel free to share it in the comments below. Maybe someone else will draw inspiration from it. But these are just the ones that I recommend. Again, my values for gift giving is that they need to like it. It's got to be super safe, and it's still got to be good, right? And no one can downplay Dior Sauvage. No one can downplay YSL EDP. They're great. And Armani Code Parfum too, amazing. These 3 are my recommendations. Again, please let me know in the comments if you guys have any that you recommend. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.